How you guys doing? How are you guys doing? How are my gins doing out here? Give me a second, man. I just want to turn the volume up on my microphone here. I don't want to talk too loud. Um, Hold on here. Give me a quick second. I'll be right with you. So, how you doing, my gins? It's early in the morning. Drinking my little coffee. I got my little coffee here, man. You know, I didn't even shower yet. You know, I know it's getting to be a little bit of a recurring incident. Um, Reason for that is because I'm thinking about doing other things. That's the reason. I'm thinking about doing other things, so I don't really have time for well, I do have time for YouTube. It's just it's not. I'm not concentrating on YouTube. Um, and I do have this school of scolomancy that I'm gonna open up pretty soon. I have the school of scolomancy that's gonna open up pretty soon. So, it's gonna arrive at somewhere in the middle of October. I'm gonna open up the scolomancy school in the middle of October. It should be done by then. And for anybody that actually tried, like somebody let me know on Instagram that the my Discord um, link was expired. So don't worry. Whenever I do these videos, I am going to put a new. Every video is gonna have a new key, a new key attached to it. So if it's expired, just let me know, and I'll send you a link. And if you watch my next video, then you'll just have to, or if you want to wait till my next video's out, in the next video there should be a link. I don't know how long those keys uh stands, how long they oh my god. Just woke up, man. I just woke up. uh I don't know how long they are online for. Like, I don't know how long it takes before it expires. So I didn't even know it could expire. It's somebody that's on Instagram that tried to join my Discord, and he told me, yo, the key you put in your videos expired. I was like, oh snap. So, yeah. So sorry about that. But like I said before, all of my videos are gonna have new keys, and if they actually do expire, because the thing is, I don't know like if I put a key in, it's per day or per hour or something like that. So I don't know. I should probably check it out, but anyway, um, just to be sure, just to be sure, I'm gonna put new keys, new links to my Discord server. And if it's your first time joining my channel, my name is Lucifer, also known as Seth, spiritual and business consultant. How you guys doing? How are my gins doing out here? How are my ladies and gentlemen and gins? How are you doing out there, man? So I'm seeing like, okay, well, I'm like, what's going on right now with me is, okay, so I'm seeing like, okay, if you can't stop me, then I'm gonna keep going. That's where I'm at right now, because I thought I was gonna get stopped. I thought I was gonna get stopped, bro. Like, I didn't know what was gonna happen. I thought there was gonna be a fight. I don't know. I thought I was gonna go to hospital, some shit like that. Cause these sons of bitches got a lot of goons. I mean, they have people everywhere, So I'm not, I might be Superman, but if an army, you can still. I don't think an army can take out Superman, but still though, like it's not, even Superman's not gonna come out unscathed if an entire army is after him. You know what I mean? So I might be Superman, but I'm still, you never know. So it is what it is. But apparently that did not happen. And I'm surprised by it myself. To be quite honest, I was ready to go. You know. I was ready to go, man. Like I packed my bags. I was packed my bags, paid my bills, and I was like, okay, I'm good. If something happens in my reincarnation, I won't have any debts or anything. Everything was there, all settled. You know? you know, I was good, man. I was good to go. Nothing happened. So that's why you keep seeing me doing videos. It's not on purpose. Like I didn't do my videos, because I wanted to, gain some attention, look like, I'm not a very sensitive person. Anybody that watches my videos, that watches like my videos since last year, they would tell you I'm not an emotional sensitive person. I don't do no, I don't. There's a lot of people that are, that are sensitive. There's a lot of people, and sensitivity is a crime. Sensitivity is a crime because it makes you a narcissist. Like it can turn you into a negative aspect of a narcissist. And what I mean by that is you find solace in your misery. So instead of helping somebody that has the leadership or that has the confidence to bring you out of the funk that you're in or the gunk that you're in, you're like, oh, well, as soon as this person, you're not going to support that person because you want him to feel what you feel. And you're not using magic, you're just ignoring the person until something bad happens to him, and then that makes you feel better about yourself. Sensitivity is an evil thing. Sensitivity is an evil thing. It's not evil for everybody. There's some people that have discernment, they know how to be sensitive. It's like, you see a dog die, you kind of like, oh, the dog, that's normal sensitivity. But some people bring it to a new level. They bring it to a new level, and it has something to do with mental stability too. People that are not mentally stable, no offense meant or no puns intended, but people that are mentally unstable will have that kind of, reaction where, they just don't, it just, they want people to feel what they feel a little bit, and especially like when you see somebody like me, that has this unorthodox way of conducting these experiments. When we talk about like indigo or spirituality, because this is an experiment. This is not, this is an experiment. This has never been done before. What I'm doing has never been done before. It's never been done before. What I'm saying and doing has never been done before. Like I'm polarizing light. And I know it hasn't been done before because all the people that act like that's what they do, they don't do that. Anyways, but so that's another subject for another day. Well, we'll talk about it a little bit later. um so people with like some form of mental instability, they rather, when they see somebody like me, they kind of like it bugs them, even though I'm trying to help people, the way that I think is the right way to do it, like bringing your energy to a higher level instead of staying on a low level energy stream and negative shit. I try to bring you to a higher level and higher energy shit. And it doesn't matter to me. The thing is, to me, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not that it doesn't matter. I think that's what it takes. Like, so you have to be like a little bit angry. You have to have a little bit of rage, not too much, you know, because some people are kind of like, what's going on right now is that like the popular consensus is that being angry is negative. Oh, you're always negative. You're always angry. You're negative. You're always angry. Nah, you need anger to be positive. That's called passion. Anger and positivity fused together equals passion. When you have passion, you know, you're on a very high energy level. You know, you can do you can move mountains with passion. You know, and most people nowadays, they listen to the Illuminati, and the Illuminati is telling them what to think and how to feel. And you know, the top police, the Gestapo, you know, Attica, you know, they're telling them, they're telling people how to feel, so they try not to be angry. You know, they try to never be angry. And when they see somebody that's very high energy, and that's very, like, you know, wired and shit, you know, they kind of like, this person's negative, man, you know, he's always, you know, he's always pissed off, he's always saying shit, you know. It can be negative when the same kind of person is always talking about like negative shit, you know, that I duh, you know. But at the same time, if this person is talking about some negative shit, right? But he's right, and it is something that maybe somebody should go towards, that's a different subject. But of course, that person probably has to do a little bit of work too on himself. The reason for that is, it's one thing to be angry about the state of the world and have enough passion, or feel that you might have enough passion to fight the power, but you have to know how to fight the power. And when you fight the power, you got to keep a level head, or else you're going to die. So there you go. You know, so anyways, to refer back to what I was saying before about polarizing light, this has been never done before, because Masons nowadays don't polarize light. Masons nowadays don't polarize light. I mean, they some might think that that's what they're doing, but they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. And all the people that you see that are walking in the street with, you know, they have like black and white signification on them, they don't care about that. The reason why they have a black and white signification on them is to show to other people that they're part of a group, but they don't know what it means. You know, to them it's just a logo, it's just a symbol. You know, it's just a symbol of their crew or their cult. It has nothing to do with polarizing light. It has nothing to do with the actual mysticism behind it. It has nothing to do with the actual spirituality behind them. Proof in the pudding is, you know, I did a video explaining what, you know, black and white was a couple months back, you know, on my old channel. It was very badly received, which was amazing, because, you know, in the videos, you know, the black and white checkerboard and blah blah blah, you know, there's some people that talk about it, you know, there's some YouTube videos talking about it, but I was actually explaining what it was, and it wasn't very well received. It was like, I think it was one of my worst videos that I ever made. But if you look everywhere, there's always black and white signification. You know, there's people that, you know, they put black and white on their car, they put black and white, they put black and white shirts, you know, black and white tattoos, you know, then all kinds of shit. They do all kinds of shit for black and white, right? But if you actually try to tell them what the signification of the black and white is, they don't give a shit. They don't care. They don't want to know. They legit don't want to know. So why are you tattooing? Why are you tattooing yourself? Like, anyway, you know, that, so it It's weird shit. It's weird things. So, like I said before, what I'm doing has never been done before. A lot of things that I'm saying has never been done before. A lot of things that I'm doing has never been done before. Not really. It looks like it's been done before, but not really. It's I'm the only one doing what I'm doing, and that's sad. I don't think that's a good thing. I don't feel proud of it. I don't feel proud of it. It's not, it's not something. It's not a bad thing, but it's like, man, do I care that I'm the only one that does that? Not really. Not really. It's not a. That wasn't my point. That wasn't the point I was trying to make. I was trying to, I was trying to get more people involved. Actually, so it's the complete opposite. The complete opposite. So anyway, and so Dolo, the pilot, Dolo the pilot, man. Sorry for your loss, man. Like I said before, I thought you was gonna stop me, bro. Like, I thought you was gonna stop me, son. Like, I thought something was gonna happen. I thought I was dead, bro. I thought I was gonna die, man. Shit. Well, not die. Okay, I'll relax a little bit, but still, bro, I thought something was gonna happen for real, man. Shit. I'm kind of still waiting on it too, a little bit. Not really, but I'm. Anyways, because like I said before, the weird thing about these people is there's a lot of them. They can get you anytime they want. So the thing is, that's why I know there's a power higher than us, no puns intended, because it doesn't make sense that one person has so many enemies, but he's still walking around, like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense. It makes legit no sense. Like, legit no sense, bro. Like, at all. Like, and I've always had enemies since I was a kid, since I was a teenager, man. Because, I remember one of my ex-girlfriends. She was, in the streets. She was a street girl, and there's some bad shit that used to happen to us from time to time, man. So I have enemies in the streets since I was like 15 years old, 16, 15, So, and I'm over 30. You know what I mean? You catch my drift, bro? Like, like I was, I've surpassed my life expectancy, bro, by easy 20 years, easily 20 years, bro. Like, I surpassed it. Like, I got hood cancer. I got I got hood cancer. I got ghetto cancer, man. I should be dead by now, man. But the whole time, like, for instance, since like Dolo the pilot, for people that doubt what Dolo the pilot is doing, which is pretty bad, because he's a spiritual hitman. You can go check out Enoch about what he said about Dolo. You can go check out about what happened about Foster eBay, and same shit happened to me. All three of us are people that tried to talk to Dolo, just talking, and all of a sudden a bunch of fucking curses started popping out of everywhere and shit, bro. Like, just talking to the guy. So that nigga's a coward. He's a coward. He's a scum. He's scum. He's a coward. He's a disgusting human being. And it's time for him to, well, he's already gone. He's already gone. So this is kind of like condolences. This is my condolences to everybody that used to listen to Dolo and that like appreciated his content, which is fine. You know, if all of us wanted to talk to him, is because we saw the same shit you saw in the first place. All right, so it's not even. I'm not even hating on anybody that used to listen to his shit or that listened to his shit. The guy, it was a surprise to me to see that this guy was a complete scumbag. You know, I never, it didn't even cross my mind. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, so condolences to everybody that used to listen to his shit. Sorry, man. Sorry, bro. Like, you know, I don't feel bad about what happened to him, but, you know, it's still, you know, you know, I don't want to seem insensitive because some people might think like, you know, oh, you're just doing this for attention and shit like that. Well, maybe a little bit. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie. When he attacked me, I could have just handled it like outside of YouTube. You know, I could have handled it outside of YouTube, but at the same time, I am trying to have a channel too. You know, I would like to have a channel. I would have to have more. I would like to have like, you know, at least, you know, 100 subscribers. You know, you know, like real loyal subscribers that we always talk and we always exchange ideas and shit like that. That kind of subscriber, not, you know, subscribe just to subscribe. You know, like, because some people subscribe to your channels just to watch something. You know, they don't really feel like getting involved per se. You know, so yeah, in the forum, yeah, you can say that if you want to. You know, but that's not the only reason. You know, it's not the only reason. You know, it's more of you know, it's more of due diligence, because that's what I do. You know, if you know me, there's some people on my YouTube channel, they might not tell you for some reasons, but you know, that's what I do. You know, I don't want to say that everybody's jealous all the time and shit like that, but anybody that knows me on YouTube, man, that's what I do. Every time there's a crisis, I'm like Superman. It's what I do. When there's a crisis, I pop out of nowhere. It's what I do. So to some people, it might look like I'm just trying to look for attention, but there's other people out there, even though they don't want to say it, because they don't want to feel like less of a person or less of a man or less spiritual than I am. So that's why they're not gonna acknowledge me, which is fine, because that's a thing nowadays. That's a legit thing nowadays. Nowadays you can't like other people. Like, you know, you can't have heroes, or you can't admit that you like somebody, because if you admit that you like somebody, your power goes down. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like the spirits are like, man, stop being a bitch. So, you know, it's a thing now, man. So I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. But you know, anybody else that really knows me on YouTube, they know that I only come around when the Illuminati's going half cock crazy on the planet. And that's the only time I come around, because when they're not going crazy, I'm not there. But every time they start going crazy, that's why I appear. So you know, you can take it with a grain of salt, and you know, it is what it is. So Dolo to me is somebody that needs to be taken care of, you know, because he's obviously he's a lot more important than some people think he is. There's a lot of people that think that he's just a guy in his little Honda or whatever the fuck he drives. I don't know. I have no idea. You know, is in the little car, and he's just smoking weed. He's part of a cabal. He's part of the circle. He's part of the, you know, there's something. He's part of this fake Illuminati spirituality illusions. They're trying to take control of spirituality temple, you know, and the thing is, they're kind of succeeding because spiritual people are kind of acting like the LGBTQ community nowadays. What that means is there's a lot of, not all gay people are evil. First of all right. I don't condone it, but I had friends that are gay and they're not evil. All right, they're good people. Some when you know a good person that's gay, they're good peoples. Period. They might be better peoples than your regular friends, actually. you know, there's some gay people are good peoples, but the thing is, they spent a couple years without having any social power or social justice. So the Illuminati comes around, and the Illuminati gave these motherfuckers a lot of power. Like gay people in the Illuminati sector, in the Masonry sector, have a lot of power. So a lot of gays are kind of like, they're down with it because they're kind of protected, right? And the same thing is going on with the spirituality world. Well, the spirituality people feel like they're not protected. They feel like they don't have as much power because you can't. When you're spiritual, let's be honest, right? When you can do magic tricks, you kind of expect to get paid for it. I mean, like when you're doing amazing shit, in your everyday life and in other people's life, and you're drinking water out of the faucet, it kind of sucks, and it kind of sucks. And, at some point, it's going to happen. You're going to, it is what it is. So the same thing is going on right now with the spirituality sector where people are kind of like tired of getting fucked over. So they all want to join this group, these soul groups and things like that, because they want to feel protected. They want to feel like they can move forward in life doing what they know, and doing what they know how to do it. So the thing is, there's a better way than following the Illuminati, man. Like, like, go to business school, bro. I don't know anything about business. Well, now you do. You're doing business right now. So what's the difference? So, because 20 years ago, I was always been a spiritual people. Whether I was a warlock or a cleric in my life, I was always been spiritual, right? That didn't stop me from learning business or understanding business. So, the only thing is you need people that will come into your business or that'll support you in order to become successful. And but what happened was, if you take it back to 20, 15 years ago, if you take it back to 20, 15 years ago, people was like, spiritual people were like, man, I ain't doing no business. That's the devil's work. Money is the root of all evil. The devil work. Well, all that shit that you was talking about, money and business, now you're doing business for evil people. So what was the point? So is money really the root of all evil, or it's your way of thinking that can lead you to evil? So all these little soul groups, that shit got to stop too. Pretty much at some point. And I know all these little fucking gremlins, these little soul group people are going to come after me after I said this shit, but best believe once I'm done with Dolo, and probably a couple more people, you guys are next. You're next on the chopping block, and I know you're gonna come after me because you're a square and you're lame. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't mean to say it that way. It's just a lot of people need to grow a little bit of hair on their balls, man. Like, like if you're using all that energy to fight one person, then you definitely doing something wrong. Like, with your life. That's for fucking sure, you know. Like, you know, like that's for fucking sure. You are definitely fucking up, bro. Like, but like I said before, I understand why these little groups exist. I understand why these people, you know, because they spent so much time being lazy and not believing in the right beliefs, that now they have to go towards shit that will actually help them out, because they got to pay bills and they got to pay their car notes, or they got to put gas in that car, they got to put their electricity and shit like that. So it is what it is, you know. But like I said before, there's no reason, there's no actual real reason why to do that, because it's just laziness. It's just laziness. You could just study a little bit, take a business school here and there, take a management's class, manage it. It's a couple months. It's like 3-4 months. 3-4 months. You can't do 3-4 months. What? You know, that's all it is. It's 3-4 month class. Bada bing, bada boom. Start a little business. You know, you start a business involved in your spirituality. You do the same shit that you're doing right now. Sell some products, sell some merchandise, get yourself involved in the community. Getting yourself involved in the community, you know, try to get other people to come in, and other people would have came in if you wasn't sold out. Other people would have came in if you wasn't sold out. So you left everyone because you were too scared to work with people. And since you're too scared to work with people, now you're working for an evil corporation, an evil society, and you're trying to curse people that would have actually helped you in your everyday life. Like, I would have helped you in your business if you would have asked me. If you knew me in real life and you was a spiritual person, I would have helped you in your business. That's what I do. I'm a spiritual person, but I do business. I do events, I do promotion, I do shows, right? Like, you know, like I would have helped you. But now you're using your powers to curse people that would actually help you. And you're trying to tell me that it's my fault, or it's money's fault. It's the fault of money that you think. Come on, man. That's nonsense. Um, complete nonsense. So that's why, you know, Dolo's not gonna stay long, man. That's why, you know, I'm sorry about Dolo, man. Like, you know, I understand that a lot of you guys like him, but he gotta go, man. You know, I'm sorry that you have to see him go, bro. Like, I'm my bad. It's not my fault. I have to do it because he's a threat. He's a menace. He's a menace and a threat. We have to. He had to go. He just had to go. And there's a lot of threats out there to reality, because these people are threats to reality. Why do you think the Illuminati is spending so much money on the spiritual sector? I mean, like, you would think they don't own the spiritual sector. They've always did magic. They always did rituals, but they never used spirituality as a business. You know, this is very recent. A lot of this shit that we're seeing right now is very recent. Like, people, you know, still have misconceptions about people that are spirituals. People think like, oh, a spiritual person is a guy that stands naked in front of a mirror meditating. You know, that's not true. There's many kinds of spirituality. There's different kind of spiritual people. We come in all colors and shapes and sizes. You know, and people don't understand that. As soon as you say the word spirituality, they immediately picture a yogi. They picture a yogi or a Buddhist monk. You know what I mean? Like, that's immediately, like, you know, the first picture that comes to mind. So it's kind of like, it is what it is, man. And so this is very recent. All the shit that we're seeing right now is very today, but it comes from people like Dolo that before used to diss money. They used to say that I believe in. I used to do the same shit too, man. I used to do the same things too, bro. Before I started, I always wanted to have a business, but I still felt that part of me that was like, I don't care about money, and money is the root of all evil, and da 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 da. I always had that in my head, so I never took money seriously too. So you got people like Dolo who's over 30 too, and back in the days he was like, and that nigga he has my money and my clothes on. Those are all my shit. Everything he has is mine. Those are my shit. The material things, those are my shit. He's not Superman. I told you guys who Superman is before. You're Uriel. You're not Superman. He's not Captain America either. Probably doesn't even like America in the first place. Probably doesn't even know what America is. So it is what it is, man. Like, you can't. Let me just take a little sip here. So man. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So you got people like Dolo that back in the days when he was younger, 20-ish, young adult, he was like, he used to believe in God and the Bible and money and the whole, stigma that society builds in your mind about money and not needing money and money not being important. And you build a dimension in your head where you live without any money because you don't believe in money, because money is the root of all evil. So your subconscious is trying to protect you from the root of all evil. Your subconscious is trying to protect you from the root of all evil because you said money is the root of all evil. So in your mind it's kind of like, I can't get no money, right? So these guys lived so long doing that shit that they shunned away everybody that was trying to bring them, to elevate them to a success level. And they said no to everybody that tried to do that. And now, years later, they kind of regret it, but now it's too late. So the only choice they have is to join the Illuminati and join, familiar groups like soul groups and things of that matter. And now they have to actually do business, the original thing that they didn't want to do, either on the form of music or YouTube or shit like that, because that's business. That's what you're doing. You're doing business. You're doing a business. You're in business right now. You're not in spirituality. You're in business. And it's just desserts because you didn't care about people so much for so long. Now you're stuck, and you're doing business, and you're stealing other people's shit. So that's a double whammy. That's what I call karma. And I'm trying to steer people the right way, but it's just that the social stigma of being successful or heading towards success is so heavy on people's heads because of the Bible, because of religion, that most of the time you're the one that gets rejected by people that you would like to work with, because those people are not mentally there yet. They don't understand it, and they don't get it. They don't care either, because they think that they have the right path and their path is the right path and blah 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 blah. There is no right path. All roads lead to Rome. All roads lead to Rome. There's no right path. You can choose to me. My life is like a labyrinth, right? Most people's life are kind of like, you know, mountain roads where it goes up and down and up and down, you know, or it goes like this, right? Some people's lives are, you know, straight, you know. Um, some people's lives are kind of like a roundabout, when you just turn around for a minute and then they take one exit, then they get back to the roundabout and then they take another exit or some shit like that. That happens too. You know, me, it's like a labyrinth. Me, I go straight and then I turn left, and then I go straight and I turn right, and then you know. So because that's what I believe. Because I don't necessarily reject people or reject societies, except for the only people that I reject is the Illuminati, because the Illuminati, you can't work with them. You know, they're not people that you can work with. You know, no puns intended. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm just saying, like, they're not people you can't use the Illuminati like to get ahead. You know, it's either you're with them or you're not with them, period. But other people in other societies, that's not the case. You just have to know how to handle certain people, and you can get whatever you want out of them, and you know that might give you some success. So me, that's how I think. I'm kind of like, some people are narrow, and they'd be like, I don't fuck with these people because of this and that and this and that and this and that. And then other people will be like, I don't fuck with these people because of that. You know, I don't really do that. You know, there's some reasons I might have the same opinion about these so-called people that other people have, but I understand the usage or why it's there, and that's the difference. Where I'm not narrow like that, I'm not neurotic like that, because you know, if they wasn't supposed to be there, they wouldn't be there, period. You know, so there's a reason why they're there. There's a reason why they're there. There's a reason why, you know, there's a reason why. That there's a reason why. So so it is what it is, you know. But that doesn't mean that I have the same kind of that I have the. It doesn't mean that I have the that I don't have the same kind of opinion that other people might have, you know, because of certain, you know, things, you know, certain values that these people hold. You know, I might not have the same values. So I always have a, you know, but everything is here to be used. You just have to know how to use it. Except the Illuminati, of course. You know. As a matter of fact, you should use all those things that surround you to fight the Illuminati if you can. If that's even possible. You know, but to fight the Illuminati, you need a plan. You can't just, you know, you get in your car and start running people over and shit. Like some people are trying to make people feel like, you know, when you listen to like what's it called, like who's this guy again, Jamal something, you know, I don't remember his name, Jamal something, right? This guy is crazy. I mean, you know, I feel his vibe, I feel his energy, but he fucking crazy, man. This motherfucker does not know what the fuck he's talking about. And the funny part is, you know, he's doing the same thing Dolo is doing, man. He's talking about spirituality and rapping. Come on. I mean, like, those are not, nah. Okay, bro, like, these motherfuckers ain't gonna do shit. You know, like they're not gonna do shit. Okay, you need some real leaders. You need some motherfuckers that know how to do paperwork and all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? And you need some of that mojo. That's how you fight the Illuminati. You gotta fight the Illuminati on their own fucking ground. You gotta fight them in show business. You gotta fight them on their own turf. That's how you're gonna fight the Illuminati. Because if you do it another way, you're gonna die. Period. I mean, they don't want to kill people. You don't want to kill people, but they can if they have to. And what I mean by people, I mean like everybody, everyday people, because their own peoples, they have no qualms about killing their own folks. They do not give a shit. You know, they have no problem killing one of their own people. But everyday people, that's where they draw the line for some reason. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers got rules. They have etiquette. They have etiquette, bro. You know? So if you want to fight them and you don't want to look like a jackass, you fight them on their own turf. Fight them in show business. Fight them in sports. Fight them in show business, sports, all that shit. But you can't just be by yourself and be like, oh, I'm gonna be a boxer and I'm gonna outbox everybody. If you do that, you're retarded. It's the same thing as committing actual suicide. They're gonna eat you up like breakfast. They're gonna eat you up like Sunday dinner. You need people to back you up. You need ups, you need, stand-up guys. You need stand-up guys. And you don't just need stand-up guys. You need a community that supports your actions, that understands what you're doing and supports your actions. So for as long as people keep selling out, and for as long as people keep agreeing to this new world order, that shit ain't never gonna happen. That's why I'm here. I'm the equilibrium. Because people aren't mentally strong enough to fight the Illuminati. The Illuminati is 50 times mentally stronger than everyday people. So regular people they have no chance against these people because the people's minds are not on that level yet. So then you have people like me that are kind of like equilibriums, where I'm a unmovable force. I can't do more than I can do, but I can't do less than I can do. So that's an equilibrium. So it's nature's way of keeping people safe, more or less. But I am trying to do the same thing. I'm trying. I know who I am, but there's 24 hours in the day. I'm really gonna sit there 24 hours a day. I'm the equilibrium. I'm not gonna do nothing else but be the equilibrium. The fuck out of here with that shit, man. This is 24 hours in the day, 365 days a year. Bruh, that's a lot of time waiting on somebody to screw up. And it's not even about screwing up. It's just, at some point shit gets so loud that's when you need to step in. It's not even the, so it's kind of, unlike Dolo, he was just, like I said, it's what's going on to him right now is a direct result of not understanding life. It's a direct result and the worst part is, the funny thing is, the reason why I don't understand that some of these curses that they do work is like, I would never give any grace to somebody that was like, you live in a neighborhood with 30,000, 40,000 people in your neighborhood, and you never even tried to get them involved, or you didn't even try to get yourself involved with the community and you want me to give you power to curse people that would help you. That's insanity. I would never do that. And you know, I don't know what kind of people that they fucking with. I don't know what kind of divinity that they're working with, man. But you know, it's anyway. It's messed up. You know, I don't even see it as a good or a bad thing. It's just it's a laziness thing, bro. Like, you know, try to get to know the person first. I mean, look at how he does things. You say hello to Dolo, and he immediately tries to curse you. He doesn't say hello back. Like, he doesn't even ask who you are. You know, most people, even people that don't want to talk to people, if you say hello, right, they're gonna be like, "Who are you? Like, you know, what you want? You know, like nothing." He goes immediately for the curses. Immediately. Like, God damn. Wow. That's shit. Like, wow, man. Anyway, that's crazy. I would never do that. I would never do that. I know a bunch of people that would. But most people, even if they can't throw curses on people, if you say, "Yo, man, how you doing?" They be like, "Who the fuck are you, dude? Why are you talking to me right now?" You know what I mean, bro? Like, you know, like who? I don't know you. So you know, that's what I would do. That's what most people I know would do. You know, um, some weird shit. So that's karma. That's real karma. All these guys, they want to talk about karma. They want to judge people. They want to criticize people like they know something when they actually don't know shit. They don't know their butts from their elbows. You know, they can't make the difference between their assholes and their elbows, bro. You know, that's karma. You spent your whole life not giving a shit, thinking that people wasn't shit, not wanting to be around people, thinking that you were alone, and you were egocentric. You spent your life being egotistical, not yeah, yeah, yeah. You were centered on yourself, on your little tummy, right? You thought you were better than everybody. You thought you was better than everybody. You thought, you know, nobody understood shit. I didn't spend my life like that. I know people are lying. I always knew people was lying, bro. I always knew that shit. I can make your spirit come out of your body. That's how much I know about people. Because when I talk to people, I don't talk to people. I talk to their spirits. If I choose to. But the reason why I can do that is not because I got some kind of spiritual magical powers or scientific knowledge that unlocks the genetic coding, Da Vinci Code, Dan Brown shit. Nah, that's not why. It's because I know who I am. So since I know who I am, I know who you are. That's why. Those motherfuckers, sorry, secret message. Those people like Dolo, they don't know shit. They don't talk to people. They don't know. They don't know who people are. They sit there and they try to curse people. Nigga, you're the one that's cursed. Trying to curse other people. You working for the bad guys. And you're not working for any kind of bad guys like a psychopath, badass killer, some shit like that. You working for pedophiles. The fuck out of here. Fuck is you talking about? Nigga. That's karma, bro. You doing God's work? Fuck out of here, man. You working for pedophiles, bro. Shit. Fuck you. Pedophiles. That's karma. That's real karma. Crazy as hell. And if you don't watch out, youngins, the same shit is gonna happen to you too. Because all that believing in God bullshit and that whole, you don't need money bull crap, and people can go fuck themselves, which in some cases they can. I'm not saying that you're wrong about that. There's a lot of people out here that are dead wrong. There's a lot of people out here that are dead wrong. But you gotta put a lid on it a little bit. And you have to suck it up. I'm not saying to bury your feelings in the box and you know what I mean, put a smile on, and like nothing. If you get angry, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're in your house and you just had a bad day at work, or you had a bad day at your business, it's normal to get angry, right? But keep going. Don't stop. Don't ever fucking stop. Ever. For no one. Not God, not me. Don't stop for nobody. Ever. So, like I said before, that's karma. So you want to talk about karma, you want to talk about like people, blah blah blah. He was talking about like some kind of spiritual karmic bullshit. Those are curses, nigga. He's pulling curses. That's not who you are. It's not what you are. Like I said before, me, when I talk about people, when I talk to people, I can choose to talk to the real person, or I can choose to talk to the government issued person, the GI. You know what I mean? The straw man. When you say hello, how you doing? The sky is blue. That's the straw man talking. But when you know who you are and you talk to another person the way you know that you are, that other person, that real person that lives inside that body comes out. And you can do it with anybody. But you got to know yourself. Because people don't walk around being who they really are all day. They don't do that shit. Nobody does that. So that's why I know people be lying to me all the time, because I know you are, man. Like, like you fucking tripping, dude. Like, I know you are, man. Like, anyway, it is what it is. But life is simpler that way. When you live like that, when you live by your straw man, you can get jobs, you can get loans, you can get things, you get things, a place to live, nice car, but if you live by who you really are, that's where all the shit, breaks loose. Like Alice tumbling down the rabbit hole kind of shit. You got to understand that humanity has more experience at being itself than you do at being who you are today. That's another message in there. So that whole karmic bullshit, that whole witchcraft karmic garbage that these guys are talking about is just crap. It's just crap. They're just regurgitating bullshit. Like fanciful craptastic karma bull crap, bro. It's just curses. That's basically what it is. Just curses. So anyway, the video is too damn long. Thank you for listening to my ramblings. My condolences for losing Dolo the pilot, man. I see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Have a good one. And don't forget to subscribe and like too. Please. Ciao.